Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the Cali Effect. It is almost that time of the format again. Actually, it's just about that time where we go over the top 5 cards of the format. Now, this time around, we're going to be going over the top 5 monsters, and I'm extremely excited to tell you, of course, my opinion on one of the best 5 monsters that have impacted this format. Now, without further ado, let us begin. Number 5 on this list is Performer Pal Skullbat Joker. Performer Pal Skullbat Joker is an amazing card. In the pin scale, it's an A, but you can only special summon Odd Eyes, Performer Pal, and Magician monsters to your side of the field. But its normal monster effect is what we like to account for as the best effect ever. It is an elemental hero Stratos. When it is normal summon, you get to add 1 Performer Pal, Odd Eyes, or Magician monster from your deck to your hand. This card is very pertinent in a lot of the Performer Pal and Magician strategies you never would guess, and it allows them to go into their deck even further. What's so good about Performer Pal Skullbat Joker is that it can be searched via Performer Pal Monkey Board, and it also searches Performer Pal Pendulum Sorcerer, which then allows the deck to gain a massive amount of advantage. Ultimately, at its worst form, Performer Pal Skullbat Joker is, like what I said, an elemental hero Stratos. Number 4 on this list is Cosmo Dark Destroyer. Cosmo Dark Destroyer is a 3000 attack behemoth whose effect reads, it can't be targeted by your opponent's card effects. When it is special summoned, you get to target one monster on the field, destroy it. Now, typically destruction isn't that bad, but when you look at this monster, a 3000 attack monster that can't be targeted by card effects, kind of breaks the icing on the cake. Practical methods that get over Cosmo Dark Destroyer don't work, such as Castell and Monarch, and then on top of that, he has 3000 attacks, so he's not that easy to get over. Couple that with the fact that he makes some really good strategies because Dark Destroyer plus Emergency Teleport is automatic game, and the fact that Dark Destroyer, kind of helps you search through the deck. Dark Destroyer is the boss monster, and almost the main strategy of the Cosmo deck is to bring out this guy, mainly because he puts so much pressure on the opponent, and there's not a lot of outs to him unless you're playing, I guess, a meta deck. But then again, he's still a good monster to be reckoned with, and he's at 3. Number 3 is Kaiju Gameciel. Now, what is this adorable turtle doing on our list? Well, it is the weakest Kaiju monster that we can have, that we can tribute our opponent's monster for to out a certain situation. Your opponent has Raid Raptor, Ultimate Falcon, Kaiju Gameciel. Cosmo Dark Destroyer, Kaiju Gameciel. Dark Lady, Cyber Dragon Infinity, Kaiju Gameciel. This card is literally the out of any monster that's so problematic to your strategy. The best thing about Kaiju Gameciel is that it is the weakest Kaiju, but there's an actual certain similar strategy around it. You can use Interrupted Kaiju Slumber compiled with a couple of other Kaiju monsters, and there you have it. A Kaiju engine that you can place inside of your lower tier decks to get rid of the opponent's threats that, kind of stop you from playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Kaiju Gameciel was an amazing card. It almost has a good matchup against anything. Your opponent domain launch you, Kaiju Gameciel. This card is awesome. Number 2 is a card that has been in a massive rise of popularity, and it's kind of awkward to put it so high up because of its rise of popularity, but its effect justifies it. Specter Unicorn Kirin is a level 6 Pendulum Spellcaster monster with a very interesting effect. First, once per turn, it can't be destroyed or targeted by card effects. And I don't understand how you can once per turn target it by card effects, but we're not going to go there. The second effect is that you can target that card and 1 Pendulum monster you control, return them both to the hand. Or, I'm sorry, you can target 1 Pendulum monster you control and another monster and return those both to the hand. Specter Unicorn Kirin has a lot of great properties to itself. Its 2000 attack isn't that strong, but when you can think about your bouncing Specter Raccoon Bambukus to your hand, or even Performer Pal Skullbat Jokers, this card can get really deadly. I think the best thing about Kirin is that it is a level 6 monster, so it has a really good access to a wide pool of rank 6 monsters, as well as being synchro summonable to make 7 and 8 monsters, and then on top of that, being one of the more easier cards to pendulum summon, being a level between level 4 and 6. Specter Unicorn Kirin has a lot of potential to be even more of a card than what it is, but I think it's number 2 to the card that's number 1, most definitely. Before we go into number 1, There is a lot of cards that I did not mention that you guys are more than welcome to post down below in the description. I would also like to see you guys' top 5s, monsters of course, that go into the main deck and why you think they're good. Now, it's been what, maybe 8 whole minutes since the Cali Effect has not talked about Monarchs. Well, I saved the best for last. Number 1 on the list is Aether the Heavenly Monarch. This card is just outright busted. Being able to tribute summon on your opponent's turn, send Monarch spells and trap cards from your deck to the graveyard, and then special summon Monarchs from your deck to your side of the field, you gotta kind of put that card at number 1, mainly because it ruins opponent strategies. Oh, your opponent has a way to finally get over that tribute summon monster to prevent you from domain. Well, I'm just gonna chain Aether's effect, so yeah, you're gonna like not get through. Oh, you know, Monarch, Storm, Forfeit, Aether's effect to get rid of your already problematic card, because, you know, I'm that jerk. Aether the Heavenly Monarch has some really unique properties to it. First, being able to banish cards from your graveyard that are Monarch spells and traps, then being able to special summon a Monarch monster from your deck to your side of the field, so if it's not another Aether and Erebus, you can special summon Karaz to completely destroy monster boards or whatever boards your opponent decides to make. And if all else fails, go ahead and send 2 Monarch spell and trap cards from your deck to the graveyard to easily fuel for your second Aether. Well, that's my top 5. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.